Welcome. I have solved the greatest mystery. Well, as you see here, I was struggling to get the power set up here working, and I realized my energy converter was only a 1 amp energy converter, not 4, and it just couldn't keep up with the power that these two steam dynamos were populating, and so it wasn't able to recharge these. Also, I've enhanced this a little bit because when the system gets up and running, it is producing way more power than quickly fills up my battery buffer. See, check it out. About 90,000. Flick that on with a beautiful, mesmerizing redstone signal. And yeah, look at it now. It is shooting up pretty fast, and it will pick up speed as these. Oops, I just dumped a bucket of steam. I did not mean to do that. Um, yeah, as it goes down to 0, it'll power up, and it fills up this battery buffers pretty darn fast. So I let it run for a little bit, and see it's eating fuel decently fast, but for time being I don't need to boot my sugarcane. And yeah, and when it gets close to powered up, I turn it off. So, welcome to the next episode of Rantar Plays Nomifactory. Today we are going to get into the electrolyzer and try to figure that all out. So please stay and enjoy. Yeah, I got my boots are out of power. So that's no good. I like my jumping. Wonder why that thing didn't fill it up at all. Is it? Huh, I was looking at that. But for the time being, let me just throw these in here and get them powered up nice and quick like. How's my battery buffer doing here? So now it's done. I flipped it off. These don't turn off instantaneously, but they turn off pretty fast. And that's good enough for me. So give me a nice little way to flick this on and off, and I'm building up quite a surplus. But yeah, I'll use it up like there's some magnetite. Throw that in there, that'll eat up a few. Sugarcane. I wasn't anticipating having to worry about overflow here. So we'll see if that's one of the problem later. But for right now, let me grab my shoes. Until I'm really missing my hop. There you go. I've got this electrolyzer. And I haven't done much with it yet. I just installed it here. I did do another quest for an endervoir, which is kind of a endless water that goes much faster than this infinite water source here. So I'm going to use that as my water source, and I'm going to pump stuff into here. And this generates, back to the quest real quick. The electrolyzer can break down water into hydrogen gas, oxygen gas, or break down clay dust into sodium dust, silicon dust, lithium dust, or aluminum dust. So what I'm going to do first is turn hydrogen gas or water into hydrogen oxygen gas, and then start working on this quest list. Obviously clay dust I've got. Take that, break it down, and get sodium and silicon and aluminum, which I can't process aluminum yet because I know that's in the blast furnace, but we'll get there soon. And then flip it around, because ultimately I want to get to electric steel, because all of my mob simulation tasks seem to be gated by electrical steel, or at least the stuff I want to do. So input here. So let's first get this plugged in. Of course, I didn't grab my wrench. Get that plugged in. Can I empty the steam bucket somewhere? Perfect. So I didn't want to chain stuff too much, because if I know Nomifactory correctly, if I ever have 5 of these things running at once, it will basically burn all the wire because I'm using too many. So I'm going to kind of create a branch here. This right. There we go. And do that. That doesn't want to connect. Oh, it's the screwdriver for wires, isn't it? I struggle so much with all the different tools. Oh, I can't even reach it. Oof. It's not a screwdriver. What am I? I'm having a moment here. I remember now. It's the wire cutters. Okay, so that should be hooked in now. Overclock. And so let's pump some water into there. So do that with some pipes here. Pipes used, I think, yeah. But I believe that's not going to bring any water out because that won't pump water out. To do that, I need to make a LV pump. And what are these recipes different by? Silicone rubber ring. Okay. I'm going to pause for a sec and figure out what I need to do for this. One sec. And we're back. That was actually kind of hard to craft. I need a lot of tin. I'm about out of tin, so I'll run out of rubber again. But I got a pump. Good request. Claim. And that opened up the extractor. Melt down ingots, mold emitters, rubber sheets, and liquid rubber. Oh, when you have access to steel, which I do, you can make molds and use solidifiers. So we can take that, I'm guessing, fluid solidifier and make more efficient molds and stuff. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get to that, and then there are the molds. All right, done. And mass produce some parts because that was kind of a pain to do. I don't want to have to do that every time. Yeah. So let's get this pump on there and see if we can start making some. So to go right here. No. And of course I left my wrench behind again. See how I like my boots so much, jumping over everything. My wrench going here. Now this thing. No. Okay. I'm going to be right back in a second, figure that out. Well, I was able to, how it's bright, dump a bucket in there by using a bucket. If you dump them in here, fill it up with water, and it'll start running the electrolyzer, which goes pretty darn slow. But it's running, so should be generating oxygen, hydrogen. Then I'm going to figure out how to pump those out, hopefully directly to some tanks maybe. But now I need to figure out how to interface with this pump. It's supposed to pump out of there, and it's not pumping out of there. I can't hit it with this. So I'm wondering if it's a different, it's probably a screwdriver. Gotta stop doing it. Probably a screwdriver. There we go, mode import. That looks like it's stuck in water. See if it is. Hydrogen, oxygen. Oh, is that the output? It's not inputting water. There we go. Oh, that's the output. We'll leave that there for now. No, I think I want the output over here. How's it do my power supply? Oops. Great, now that thing. I've drained a little bit out there. Click to fill the tank. Okay, so I've got the electrolyzer generating gas and oxygen. I almost need a second one because if I remember the quest correctly, if you go to here, no, I don't know. Okay, let's fill this a little more. So, welcome back. I figured it out. I had water coming in here. If there's any water in here, it'll just electrolyze the water. And it won't do anything with the clay dust. And, oosh, I need a lot of clay dust there. So let's go back there. I was macerating a bunch of clay dust. It takes 15 EU per tick, so it's half of what the electrolyzed water was doing. It makes water, which I'm going to have to figure out a way to dump that eventually. But I should be done with my quest pretty soon. Yeah. Made that way harder than it needed to be. But yeah. Now electrical steel. Made of silicon dust and steel. Steel for use electronics and digital equipment. Let's make some of that. I'm guessing electrical steel is made an alloy smelter with silicon dust. Perfect. Do we have any steel laying around? That's dark steel. We can make more. We have the power. Oh, there's some steel right there. So let's go get our silicon dust in there, our steel, and yay, we have electrical steel. Get a couple of those. Let's go to bed while it's cooking. So we didn't need to hook the water up yet. I think we'll need 2 electrolyzers eventually. Sodium silicon. Lithium dust. Oh man, that clay goes fast. This will get us started anyways. That's weird, it goes to both ports. I wonder what those icons are for, but look at that running up. Now let's check our electrical steel. Now our water's full. So we're going to figure out a way to empty our water out. But let's complete our quest. Got some electrical steel. Basic capacitors. First tier capacitors. These are a stronger version required to make indoor machines run. Their components with varied recipes. Operate. Okay. Progress is made. I think we're going to call it here for tonight. But yeah, I got my electrolyzer running. I'm going to figure out a way to pump water out of it. And because right now it's kind of stuck. And you know, I could do the annoying thing like that and pump buckets out of it. But That's gonna be really slow. And I don't want to run. Oh, it must make 5 buckets or something ridiculously big. So yeah, we're gonna have a really slow production of silicon. Between next episodes, I'll work on improving this so it works more efficiently rather than just getting the quest done. And until then, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. It keeps me going and gets interest in this channel. It really helps me out. And other than that, I'll talk to you next episode. Thank you very much.